For our next step, we're going to pre-populate our list of games. So we're going to initialize the games list with a few game objects. And I'm giving each game different data. So each object has a different date, a different game type, and a different score. And of course, you don't want to write all of this. So just copy and paste this list, which is in my show notes below. And I'm doing this because I'll be working with this list. And I didn't want to have to play these games every time I started the application. So now, every time we start the app, we're going to have this pre-populated list of games. And right now, if we choose the View Games option, all of these games will be printed. And in real applications, we're going to have thousands of records, even millions of records. So we need to learn how to filter and search through datasets. And there's nothing better for this than C#'s Linq, which stands for Language Integrated Query. And I have to say, this is one of the coolest C# features. It uses super friendly expressions to query datasets, and it's a pleasure to work with. It's highly regarded amongst C# developers. So let's jump into it and see what this is all about. So I'm going to declare a new variable called games_to_print, and that's going to hold a variation of the games list. And then we're going to demonstrate one of the two types of syntax that Linq has to offer. The most commonly used these days, the method syntax. And you can have a look at the query syntax in the show notes below as well. Then we're going to use a clause on our games list, and that's the where clause. And this is not a method of the list type, it's an extension method provided by Linq. So don't forget to add the using directive using Linq, which will allow you to use this extension method. And when we hover over this extension method, the where clause, we can see its description. It filters a sequence of values based on a predicate or a condition. And the expression we use for this is a lambda expression. And basically this is just a short way to write a function or block of code that does something. In a lambda expression, we're going to define a parameter, if it has any, on the left side, and we're going to define what will be done with that parameter on the right side of the expression, and both sides are separated by an arrow. In our case, the parameter is the game, or the game object, since this is what the list contains. Here, we are calling this parameter the letter X, but you can give it whatever name you want. And the expression on the right side of the function is a Boolean expression. It returns true or false. So basically here, we're trying to filter the records where the game type is a division. What this code is doing behind the scenes is looping through the list and evaluating each record to see if it matches this expression. And in case it's true, the object becomes part of the new list. So I started the app, chose View Previous Games, and using the debugger, I'm going to examine the games_to_print list. And we can see here that the list contains only 3 records. And no surprise, all the games have the division type. And if we proceed, we can see the list printed in the console. So let's see another example. This time we're going to filter by date. So we only want the games played after a certain date to be printed. So we are comparing the date of our game with a new object, a new date object that we created passing the year, the month, and the day as arguments. Let's see if it works when we run the app. And if we choose View Previous Games, all games are after the 9th of August. And now let's see a slightly more complex example where we're going to combine expressions. So not only we're checking the date, but also printing games where the score is higher than 3. And we're using the double ampersand to say that we want both expressions to be valid. So let's test it one more time, and we have exactly what we wanted. Only games after the 9th of August, and only games with a score higher than 3. And I think it's already clear how powerful this is. But let's show that we can also combine clauses. So not only we're going to filter the list based on the date, but we're also going to show it in a descending order based on the score. And we can see it very clearly by the clause we're using, order by descending. And that's one of the biggest strengths of Linq, the readability. It's very intuitive and easy to understand. So let's run the app for this final test, and we can see that not only we show the games after the 9th of August, but they're also ordered by the score. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. You can create incredible queries with Linq. Take a look at the links below to see everything that Linq has to offer, including advanced cases. And just as an exercise, I suggest you try to create your own queries. And you could even create a search menu, allowing the users to filter the games based on different criteria. That would be a great way to retain the knowledge about this amazing feature.